Welcome once more. There are very pertinent things that I need to share with all of us. I want us to just calm down and listen from how it all started. Let us listen.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Now, my people, this is what Ojukwu said when he looked around and discovered that what they decided upon, their unanimous decision about how Nigeria should be run, was not followed, and that the people of Biafra were being punished consistently. And he said, perhaps it is time to revisit the very foundation of this contraption. Now, this is where everything started up again, because it was the failure of the political leaders to do the right thing that led to discussions. Because some people will be asking you and be telling you, discuss first, go to a round table, discuss, have a discussion. And we keep telling these people, you can't do the same thing twice and expect a different result. You cannot do the same thing twice and expect a different result. It doesn't happen that way. Ojukwu, during his time, after the whole thing, they went to Aburi and had an agreement. And they came back, and Ojukwu stood by that Aburi Accord. And that was why he said, on Aburi I stand. On Aburi we stand. But these people reneged on that agreement they had in Aburi and went ahead to cause more harm and problem. And what did Ojukwu and his fellow men did? They did something. They had to protect the people of Biafra, and that was why the civil war started. They had to defend themselves. They had to protect themselves. It was coming from an aggression from the Nigerian side. Now, why did this happen? And why do you think you can go into dialogue with these people first, when our forefathers have gone into dialogue and it yielded no fruits? Why do you think you can go into dialogue now and you think it will yield any fruits? There is no fruit that can be gotten from any dialogue with the Sioux government as it stands now. The only best option is to defend yourself and protect your territory and try to delegitimize them from your territory. And by then, they will now request for that dialogue. When they request for the dialogue, we can now sit and see how we can organize things. But as it stands now, this is how it all started. Now, it led to what is his name? Why did I even forget? Because this man is no longer important. But then the man did, and then Nnamdi Kanu came up and fought his own way. And Nnamdi Kanu said something. Let us listen to Nnamdi Kanu.
And that is why I have said it before, and allow me to repeat. We have come to set all of you free. And if you allow this nonsense to continue, you'll be sunk. If you have not gotten your Somali Visa, go and get it now. Because the zoo is gone. And the hell has arrived.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said all this when he saw the activities and the impunity going on in the zoo country. He said, if you don't fight to change these things, you are going to be sunk in it. If you do not have your Somali Visa, please go and get one, because you would need it. And what is happening today? A country where your president is nowhere to be found, and nobody says a thing. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, nobody cares to know where the president is. The president cannot even present himself to the people, cannot even come out to speak to the people and say, hey, I'm here and I'm in charge. president cannot come live on television to speak and receive questions from his people. The president cannot do all this. It is a country where you stay and very, 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 very evil laws are made and you can't even challenge them. They don't even involve the citizens in decision making, in their day-to-day decision making. And those decisions they are making supposed to affect the masses, supposed to affect the citizens, and they do not want the citizens to be informed. They do not want the citizens to be involved in those decision making. And you think everything is right, and that is why they make decisions that are alien to the people, and the people continue to complain and the country continues to go down because the people, the citizens, are not involved in the day-to-day activities of the government. You change laws, implement laws, bring in things, take out things without the permission of the people, without the permission of the masses, without the permission of the citizens. You do and undo at will. And that was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said all he said. And then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued to fight for the people of Biafra through every means necessary, all peaceful means necessary, until he discovered that peaceful means can no longer work. He now decided that ESN should be created to defend the people. Why was ESN created? Because the level of buying of the people of Biafra was becoming too much, and the people continued to cry that the governor should do something to create a state police to be able to mitigate the effect of insecurity. And these people blatantly failed and tried to bring in the same zoo police that were inactive, that were unable to fight this thing, and they wanted to use the same zoo police to create state police. And the people rejected and said, no, this is the same zoo police that we are saying that they are incapacitated, that are not, they are unable to carry out these things. Give these jobs to our youth, let them fight, let it be a kind of local security, so that they can be able to challenge whatever problems they are facing. But these governors did not do that until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created ESN. They started to back, but then they found a means to try to kidnap him from Kenya, and today he is in their captivity. And Simon Ekpa has come up, and then Simon Ekpa said something. Let us listen to him.
Instead of that, we cannot get this Biafra, I will turn to a beast. I will turn to a beast. I will become a beast. You see those children that you see, you count their ribs, and their stomach are big. You see their stomach swelling up every day. We came from them.
Now, when all these things will happen and Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Simon Ekpa came out and made some pronouncements. The anger and the annoyance that was boiling in him because of the injustices meted on the people of Biafra, he came out and said that if he doesn't get this Biafra, that if he requires him to become a beast to get the Biafra, he will become a beast to get this Biafra. And that is what these people are turning every Biafran into. They are gradually turning each and every one of the Biafran citizens into a beast because of the atrocities and the evil they are committing against the people of Biafra. And this must not be taken for granted, because a time is coming very soon and very soon. The people will rise again. The people will rise again, and the people have risen, and they are doing something. And that is why the zoo military are crying, listen to them.
Samuel Ekpa has become a menace to this country. Finland is having a freeway encouraging him to do what he's doing. By his utterances and his actions, is affecting what is happening in Nigeria.
Of the demography of a community changes. There is hardly anything you can do. They will take over from you. It is just a matter of time. No matter the struggle, we can strategize and give them a portion. But they say they are going to be zero. It's a waste of time. And I'm an advocate of this thing for the past 30 years. Because I grew up with them. I went to school with them. I know their capability. I know their tendencies.
Now, after listening to all this and seeing how your people, the Biafran people, are, being subjugated for a long time, why would you, as a Biafran, continue to sabotage the efforts of your people to liberate themselves? I want everyone listening to me to ask him or herself this question. If you are sabotaging your people in one way or the other, why are you doing this? Why must you involve yourself in this? Think twice and retrace your step now. I want you to think twice and retrace your step now. Stop every act of sabotage against your people. Stop every act of sabotage against Simon Ekpa. He is the face of Biafra currently. Stop every sabotage against him and the men of the Biafra Republic government in exile. If you are sabotaging, change today. If you feel you cannot change, quietly resign and get out. It is important that we all introspect and do the right thing. Thank you for listening. Biafra first.